The Kashmir conflict is one of the world's oldest and most dangerous geopolitical disputes, involving three key parties: India, Pakistan, and the Kashmiri people. It began in 1947, during the partition of British India, when the ruler of Jammu and Kashmir decided to accede to India, a decision Pakistan rejected, leading to the First War over Kashmir. Since then, the conflict has caused three major wars and numerous border clashes between the two nuclear-armed nations. The issue is not merely a territorial dispute between two states. It is a complex human, political, religious, and global problem that has the potential to bring India and Pakistan to the brink of confrontation. For this reason, experts often describe it as a potential flashpoint for a third world war. Over time, various possible solutions have been proposed, some appearing practical while others remain purely theoretical or idealistic. The first and most common solution has been to resolve the issue through bilateral dialogue between India and Pakistan. The Simla Agreement of 1972 and the Lahore Declaration of 1999 both emphasized this approach. Yet both initiatives eventually lost effectiveness due to a lack of mutual trust, political agendas, and rising nationalist narratives. The second proposed solution emerged under United Nations Resolution 47, which called for a plebiscite to allow the Kashmiri people to decide whether they wished to join India or Pakistan. Pakistan continues to support this proposal, but India argues that regular elections in the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019, which revoked Kashmir's special status, was a reflection of this stance. A third option proposed by some groups is to establish Kashmir as an independent and sovereign state, neither part of India nor Pakistan. This idea aligns with the aspirations of many Kashmiri youth who seek complete self-determination rather than alignment with either side. However, in practical terms, it remains nearly impossible, as neither India nor Pakistan would accept it. For India, it would threaten national integrity, and for Pakistan, it would mean relinquishing a historic claim. Additionally, an independent Kashmir could become a vulnerable buffer zone, susceptible to the influence of larger regional powers. Another proposed solution discussed in the past involves recognizing the existing line of control as an international border while allowing free movement, trade, and cultural exchange across it. This concept of a soft border or joint management would provide both countries an opportunity to reach a realistic compromise without abandoning their territorial claims. A similar model can be seen in Europe between France and Germany, where historical enmity was replaced by cooperation through the European Union. Some global powers have also suggested third-party mediation in the Kashmir dispute, proposing that the United Nations, the United States, China, or the European Union act as mediators to rebuild trust and facilitate an acceptable resolution. However, India has consistently opposed third-party intervention, maintaining that Kashmir is a bilateral issue, while Pakistan has long supported international mediation, particularly through the OIC and the UN. Others argued that the status quo should be maintained, accepting the line of control as a de facto boundary and avoiding military escalation. This appears the most feasible solution, but it fails to address the aspirations of the Kashmiri people, who continue to live under military control, media restrictions, and political marginalization, leading to recurring unrest and resistance. Some experts suggest that if complete independence is unattainable, Kashmir should at least be granted internal autonomy, similar to what it once had under Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, which allowed its own constitution, flag, and local laws. However, the revocation of this article in 2019 has made such a solution far more complex. Other models such as China's one country, two systems arrangement with Hong Kong or Switzerland's power sharing among linguistic and ethnic groups have been examined, but Kashmir's religious, military, and political sensitivities make it far more complicated than these examples. The Kashmir conflict today is no longer just a territorial issue. It has evolved into a crisis involving human rights, national security, religious identity, and global stability. With both India and Pakistan being nuclear powers, even a minor skirmish could escalate into a large-scale war. The presence of China, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), and the strategic interests of global powers added international dimension to the issue. A sustainable and realistic resolution can only be achieved when all three Pakistan and the Kashmiri people engage in sincere and open dialogue. The essential components of such a solution must include representation of the Kashmiri people, respect for human rights, acknowledgement of ground realities, and confidence-building measures at the international level. Without these, the Kashmir dispute will remain a perpetual threat not only to South Asia's peace, but also to the stability of the entire world.